Coming up, Camp Shutterbug. Now, of course, we told you about this last year. Has it been a year already? Evidently it has, because our friends from the Guam Wildlife Refuge are here. Emily Sablan and Jennifer Cruz are here, and we're going to talk about this amazing event. Emily, welcome back, and Jennifer, good to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about exactly what Camp Shutterbug is. You know, it implies that it's for kids. I remember we talked about it last year, but give us a refresher.
Yes, actually, it's something that came about because of a big push to get children out in nature. And so my program is called Let's Go Outside, but it's a U.S. Fish and Wildlife program nationwide. And the program is for children from ages 8 to 15. All they need is a camera. We have a workshop that they can attend. It's not a must. And then the following week begins the field work. Yes.
And
so,
is there a camera competition, like a photo, or are there like themes? Or?
Yes, our theme this year is Preserving My Island. And they go out, we guide the kids out into the trails, down by the beach, into the caves. And it'll be through their eyes, whatever they see through their camera that they feel is their island, part of their island, or it's what makes their island, and take a photo of it, and then we bring them inside and they make a copy of it or pick their best, and we will be displaying them down at the Agani Shopping Center for a week before they're judged.
Very nice. So
yes.
then lots of flora and fauna there to take pictures of for sure.
Yes, we will bring them right by Lati stones, caves, the infamous Tautamona tree that all the kids want to get close to and take a picture of the roots, and yeah, so it's all what the child's view is his island or their island.
All right, now Jennifer, you of course come to Guam, a pretty interesting path. You come to us by way of Northern and Southern California, and then for the last 8 years in Yap. So
right.
What do you feel about the property over at Ritidian and everything, and as far as, you know, the natural beauty that's up there and everything, like all it has to give to young people?
Yeah, I mean, also the biologists there, so they, you know, there's a lot of diversity there, from beach strand to limestone forest and the caves. So from a biology perspective, I mean, there's so much to offer from that conserving nature aspect, and then also the cultural aspect of it. I mean, it's beautiful. We have right now turtles nesting at Ritidian Beach. So there's, you know, something interesting for kids to learn about through this. Now,
how long will they nest? Like the gestation period, I guess, or?
They usually lay, one female will lay about 6 on average nests in a season. So over a couple of months, and then she'll go back to where their feeding grounds are for a couple of years, and then come back again. All
right. Now, of course, Ritidian, I mean, you know, it's a recreational center, obviously, because there's so many things there that are great photo opportunities. But like you just said, I mean, it also makes for a really good research facility.
Right.
So talk about that.
Yeah. So there's a lot that we have to offer for the kids. We have, you know, opportunities that when kids come up to do eco walks along the beach and learn about turtles. We also have fruit bat that we can talk about that there are still a few in the wild up there. So, and it's a great foraging habitat for them. So even though we don't have a lot of birds left in the wild, or native birds, it's still prime habitat for those species. So we can teach the kids a lot about that.
Now, Emily, what kind of local slant do you also put on? Because you said, you know, like obviously there are, you know, the fruit bat, the finihi up there, and a lot of people think, even though they're like in the wild, they can be a little bit friendly, and, you know, like sometimes, I mean, sometimes they want to crawl on you, other times maybe they just want to be left alone. But, you know, with the Tautamona tree, how do you also teach young people to, you know, respect the traditions that we have here?
Okay, we have a nature center, and we have 12-foot, 16-foot murals in the nature center. So as we lead them around, we take them there first and then give them a little history. And as soon as I say Suruhana and Suruhanu, immediately most of the local kids have gone to a Suruhana. And when we go outside, then I tell them about the Halinunu, which they're fascinated because the tree is way up on the cliff and the roots have come down. And they'll ask questions like, are we supposed to touch them, or can they cut them? And growing up here, my grandmother said Suruhana And you're not supposed to touch those unless you know what you're doing, because that is an ingredient in the amot teninu, which is the medicine that they make to cure illnesses caused by the totomona.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so how can people sign up, and are there a finite number of seats, and like is there a registration period?
We are having our Camp Shutterbug workshop this Saturday, the 20th, and we're up to about 100 kids, okay, and they can all come, bring their cameras, no charge.
That's a great sized number of kids.
Yes, we have a big classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to the both of you too. That's a lot. That's a lot of kids to watch over.
Where parents can also sign up at that time when they come down. If they did not see the email on PDN, they've been great. They've run it almost every day since we announced it on the fridge, or they can email us so they can get the information, all the details of camp day, workshop day, and what to wear and all that. So by email, we can send them back.
All right. So
Okay.
ladies, thank you so much. Once again, you're at fws.gov if anybody wants to check it out. And you're also, they've got a photo stream on Flickr, which has some really, really good pictures. So just go to flickr.com/photos/USFWSHQ. That URL, once again, flickr.com/photos/USFWSHQ. We are back right after this.